And I want to look into that too, because the New York Post made a article about it, right? But the problem with this is it was stifled on Twitter. That nobody could post on Twitter without being stifled. All right. Thanks to 3 brave Americans, we now know that Joe Biden has long misled the public about his involvement with his family's foreign business entanglements while he served as vice president. At considerable and personal risk, former Biden family business partners Tony Bobulinski and Bevan Cooney and computer shop owner John MacPaul, Isaac, whatever, have come forward about tens of thousands of primary source documents, internal corporate records, emails, and text messages detailing years of business and dealings that centered on the trading of on the Biden name. These new troves constitute hard evidence of Biden and family corruption and confirm our reporting date back to our 2018 book, Secret Empires. In 2018, we first broke the foreign influence scandals that have now engulfed in the former vice president. It seems that the China and Ukraine were not playing with Biden's family members for their expertise. They were buying access to the vice president of the United States. This was never a scandal solely about Hunter or Joe's brothers, James and Frank. It was and always has been a Joe Biden scandal. For nearly 3 years, Biden and his surrogates have responded to the scandal with an increasingly unconvincing series of denials, including another former vice president in his last debate with President Trump. In response to Secret Empires, one of Joe Biden's aides said, "We're not going to engage in politically motivated hit pieces." Team Biden did not bother to respond to specific allegations that Biden family vacuumed up millions in the exact locales where Biden and Barack Obama and his policy point man. When the issue reemerged with the campaign team, Biden called it a conspiracy theory, but this time Joe Biden firmly put himself on the record. "I have never discussed with my son or my brother anything else what I have done with my business, period," he told reporters. But see, okay, I've repaired computers for people. I used to do it a lot back when I just graduated high school. I did it as a way to make money. I I think a lot of people who's done the same things I did had never looked into people's shit. You just don't do it. Um, there are repair shops that will end up keeping your stuff if you just don't take it back. So what happened with Biden was he never Hunter, I mean, he never came back to get the fucking computer. In the waiver form that you sign, it says if you do not pick up in 48 to 36 hours, it is now my property. If you do not pay me, it is now my property. I will take it apart to sell parts. I've seen a video of this guy explaining in depth, and he is a company owner, which makes sense though, to make money back from what you've lost whenever you put that time into that computer. But if you're in one of the biggest elections of the century and you see something like this, you're going to want to whistleblow, because it's like, well, how many people are going to get hurt if he wins because of this? How many people are going to get hurt because this hasn't been talked about it? It's corruption at the highest level, and he should not be fucking president. And that's why Twitter was banning it, because they knew. They knew if people knew about the child porn on his fucking laptop, because and I'm going to get into that in a minute, but in the first part, whenever he's buying access to his fucking father, who is flying to Beijing on Air Force Two, and his son's doing it too, and he's making millions just because he's going on fucking business trips with his dad to these weird places. That is a lot. Um, that's a lot. That is a lot of baggage. That's a lot of shit that you don't want people to know about. This is bigger than fucking Watergate. After the first dismissing of the gathering scandal as a conspiracy theory, Biden teams shifted to the position that Joe had never talked to his family about their business dealings, then shifted again to the position that he never met with his family business partners. Now, the latest document reveals, well, revelations. Joe Biden unveiled his latest defense in the recent debate. I have not taken a single penny from any country whatsoever. You fucking liar. You, Hillary, all of them has fucking done it. Even Obama. I used to call myself a fucking liberal until these guys came in and started giving fucking uranium to Ukraine. I fucking hate these guys. Just for the sole fact is, look at what they did to Alex Jones. They got him banned, ostracized, tarred and feathered, and now he can't even be on the fucking website. Look at what they did to Sargon. Look what they did to Lauren. Lauren had to take a hiatus for 5 fucking years. The Proud Boys, Gavin McInnes, he can't even be on the fucking website without even getting threatened by people that work with them. Just like the fucking emails that Hillary put out whenever Judge Scalia died, and they said there was a vineyard with waterworks. They're literally using old time fucking messaging, code words for assassinating. They admitted to it, right? And then they're gonna call someone like Julius Assange a fucking rapist and all these buzzword things, to where in this society you don't need fucking proof to say that shit and ostracize a man. You will ruin his fucking life. That's what they did. That's exactly what they did. That's exactly what the New York Post did too, but I'm glad they're changing sides. But we're talking about dangerous companies. Dangerous fucking companies. Countries and people that had access to Obama in one of the most crucial times of the year. Of that year. It was a very crucial time. But I wanted to go on and talk about the child porn. The child porn found on Hunter Biden's laptop. I don't want to Google it because I don't feel like being on another list. I'm already on a few of them, but that's not one I want to be on, okay? Let's see. Let's see. Illegal photos. Oh, shit. I want to see. Listen, I want to see a video about this. They aren't even talking about it either, but it is on the. I've seen so much shit about it, but I swear to God, they're stifling that information.
It's a story being pushed by Donald Trump.
The Biden family is a criminal enterprise, and that's what it is.
Last month, conservative US media claimed that a laptop owned by Hunter Biden contained emails linking his family to improper dealings with Ukrainian and Chinese businesses.
The paper's editors got a copy of the hard drive from Hunter Biden's personal laptop.
The origins of the story have been traced to a man called Guo Wengwei, who made billions in property developments in China before fleeing to the US. This year, he teamed with former Trump advisor Steve Bannon to create a movement called the New Federal State of China, which aims to bring down the Chinese government. The group has been flooding the internet with sensational and unverified stories about Hunter Biden.
How is that bad? How was that? I seen a video of a guy in China right before the coronavirus hit America get fucking shot in the head because he refused to go in a white van. How the fuck is that bad to take down the CCP? The CCP has killed more people than you can fucking realize. Hitler. And we live in a world where we can't fucking question it. And it's not about race either, man. I'm like a 1/16th Chinese too, but fuck you, dude. Fuck. I swear to God. I hate these people so fucking bad because they make it out to be more about, oh, you're affecting the sovereignty of a country. And it's about race whenever Trump talks about it. And it's best if he doesn't, because maybe some progress will be had if there's common ground. Common ground is you don't fucking put a what was it called? It's from a movie they did. They put a tracker on people that if you were ever late on rent or anything, your credit score would go down, right? And it's attached to everybody. If you eat a wrong way, if you sit a wrong way, someone can go on their review you, give you a false review, and stop you from getting a job. Like, it's the most scariest thing, and that's what they're living in China. Okay, they're living that in China. They're people are jumping off buildings because they're having to make a fucking iPhone for 12 hours straight, and nobody wants to even question it. They still buy the iPhone. They they still buy the fucking products that people kill themselves for over and over again. And if these protesters cared about anybody, they'd understand that projects, materials, all that doesn't fucking matter compared to a human life. But not when it comes to a Chinese person's life. They don't give a fuck about that. But they give a fuck about the American life, to where someone disrespects a cop, tries to grab his gun, and gets shot. That's the real life. That's what we live in. But if people actually cared about the Chinese people, they would fucking understand that we need to send people over there in order to ensure their safety. Sure, people might die doing it, but at least it's a reason to fight. It's a reason. You can't even fucking question the China's government without getting fucking shot. Let me show you a video of a Chinese government. God, I'm so mad about people like this. To delete a post. Okay. I'm trying my best to find this. Chinese government. This is one of them. Oh my god, I hate this so bad. Let's see. Yeah, this is one of them. This is one. I seen this one before. She's getting raided because she was talking bad about the government.
叫什么名字？身份证号码。唐桂香。唐桂香没错，找的就是你。休息一下，跟我们去派出所一下，交流一件事。这么晚干嘛？什么事啊？去派出所再说。凭什么呀？就凭我们是警察。就无缘无故这样带人走的吗？是啊，还要怎么样呢？有没有什么证据啊？要什么证据？没有逮捕令。现在不是逮捕你，好吧？是传唤。为什么传唤我？让你去派出所，好吧？传唤什么？凭什么？凭什么派出所会找你了解情况？我现在就需要。现在我可以不告诉你的。可以，那我为什么要跟你们走？那我们这几个人，你说能不能让你弄走？我问你。那你们这就是非法闯入民宅了。我这不叫非法的，我是合法的。那你拿，你们有什么证据给我看一下？我要什么证据？哪里的？啊？哪个？沙井派出所的，我是沙井派出所的，经完整可以让你看看，没问题。为什么要传唤我？我又没犯法。
I think it ends with her going with him.
我们在执法，不是在犯法，好吧？我希望你可以。
Yeah. Taken away. That's what they do. That's what they do to everyone. Whenever. Yeah, this is actually really fucked up too.
On social media, it was a private chat room. So this guy's in some type of torture-like chair over commenting about the police department on a private group chat.
叫什么名？
叫陆华。
知不知道为什么他过来了？
知道，我知道错了。
怎么是错了？
喝酒喝多瞎溜达。
你在哪干什么工作？
在家生活不搁，在家送俺爸。
啊， 送病号啊。那么怎么事的？群上微信上讲一些警察的事儿。什么时候？
昨天。
昨天什么时候？
昨晚上9点多钟。
微信上讲的啊？微信是有群吗？
It's disgusting. It's awful. It's awful that they do that to the people, and our country refuses to understand it. It's almost like they don't care about the Chinese people. They actually don't. They don't care about Chinese people at all. They only care about the grandstand. If they'd fucking care, they'd stop the torture chambers. They'd stop having people go over there to fucking do business dealings just like Hunter Biden did. It's disgusting. The coronavirus was the worst. I was friends with a guy on Twitter. He stopped posting that he had the coronavirus and was locked in his several storied high fucking building. He was in the middle floor, and he gave us all tips of if we catch it, what to do. Because he was in good health. He was in the middle of the 20s. I had to use Google Translate to talk to him. I couldn't understand how to read Chinese, but this was around January, and I explained to him what happened with me, and he said I most likely already had it, and if I'm lucky, I won't catch it again because I already had it. But this is what they were doing to people for posting. He had to keep a completely anonymous profile and use a VPN, which sometimes is really fucking hard to do because all the VPNs on the app stores or on any kind of phone. He used a phone too. All phones are tracked by the government. If you use a VPN, you get on a list. So they had to figure out in some fucking way to where they won't get caught. I think he did. And I don't know what happened. But the sad part is that these people are mistreated so bad. And one of the best minds of the world that has done the greatest thing. The greatest things. Even Dr. Fang, that was taken away. He was taken away for talking about the coronavirus before it even hit America. He was trying to warn Americans. He was actually a fucking patriot for that shit because he risked dying. I don't know if he got killed or not. I don't know. I think he probably did though. It's fucking barbaric. If they start doing this shit, like they were killing people over fucking flu that I most likely caught twice, but all this over flu. Over a fucking flu. Most of these people are so much of a pussy, they don't realize that I go to work every day. I wear a mask. I don't even wear gloves. And I usually sometimes touch my face. I haven't gotten sick in six fucking months. It's been 6 months since I got sick. So, this is less of a presidential debate. Live streaming more about the Chinese fucking government and Hunter Biden. I hope to God, if he wins, he gets ostracized from the fucking media every fucking day. And if that was the case, I would totally go in and start making videos all the time. Totally would. Totally fucking would. So